everyone, today I'm going to be showing an Indian wedding guest makeup look. So I am going to be starting up with Maybelline strobing cream, which gives a very light glow to the face without making it look too highlighted or too artificial. So you can even wear that for a daily purpose without any foundation. It still looks nice. So you can either apply it only on your T and C zones or all over your face. It's completely your call. And for neutralizing, I'm starting with MAC Orange Color Corrector, and I'm going to be using a concealer brush and applying it under my eyes to cover up my dark circles. And also I'll be applying it a little bit on my cheeks, as you can see that I have some dark spots on my cheeks. Once I've finished applying it, I'm going to be using a sponge to blend it out well, and also using a sponge, make sure that if there is any excess product, it gets removed. And for concealer, I'm going to be using the Dermacool concealer, and for foundation, I'm using Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Effect foundation. The concealer, as you can see, is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but the reason I'm using this is because the foundation I'm using is a little bit darker than my skin tone, so it kind of evens it out and it kind of looks exactly like my skin tone. And for foundation, I'm going to be using a Real Technique stippling brush, and I'm just going to apply it all over my face. And also make sure that you apply foundation on your face, neck and ear area. And if there is any other area exposed in your dress and it kind of looks awkward, you need to apply foundation there as well. To be using Kryolan Derma DF1 shade over my eyelids. This is a highlighter shade from the Kryolan Derma range, but the reason I'm using it here is because it really helps to give a base for the eyeshadow, and it also helps to pop out the eyeshadow color that I'm going to be using. Now I'm going to be applying a matte powder all over my face, especially in my T zone and C zone, or any other areas of your face where it's wet soon. You can apply some powder, or you can apply it all over your face. It's totally your call. If you have a dry face, I would say that use minimum powder. So I'm going to be starting with my eye makeup now. I am applying a sellotape in the angle I want my eyeshadow to be in. I'm going to start with a green color from Kryolan. Using a flat brush, I'm going to apply it all over my eyelids. Later, using a Maybelline Lasting Drama waterproof pencil, I am drawing a line on my eyelid, and I'm going to be smudging it out with a smudger brush or a flat brush, whatever you're comfortable with. Later, using a Maybelline Nudes palette, I'm going to use the black shade from that. And using a PAC 381 brush, I'm going to be smoking my eye at the outer corner a little. Since I'm not using any black liner or kajal for this traditional look, I am using just a little bit black to create a liner look. And using a Freedom Pro palette, I'm going to be using the contour bronzer shades in this and applying it on my crease line. Make sure you use a blending brush and apply it well, and keep blending it simultaneously, because you do not want any harsh lines when you apply eyeshadow. Later, I am using another flat brush to highlight my brow bone using the highlighter from the same Freedom palette I used earlier. And I've just removed the tape, and this is gonna be my eye look. Now I'm going to apply a little more Maybelline pencil in my lower waterline as well in the same shade, and I'm smudging it out again using a flat brush. And since there is black at the outer corner, I'm using a little more black in my lower waterline as well. I'm just using little bit of the highlighter shade in the inner corner of my eye to make sure that the eye looks bright and wide apart. Now using a flat angular brush and the nude palette I used earlier, I'm going to be picking the brown and the black shade from it to fill in my eyebrow gaps. And using a spoolie, I'm going to comb it off so that it gets blend and evenly spread out and it looks natural as well. Coming to the face, I'm going to be using the bronzer shade from the Freedom palette I showed earlier. I'm going to be contouring my face. And I'm going to be concentrating on few areas like the hollows of my cheek, the jaw lines. I'm contouring a little bit of my forehead starting from the temples because I have really huge forehead and it kind of looks awkward. And I'm going to blend it out well. Now using an eyeshadow brush, I'm going to be contouring my nose and blending it out well as well. So I'm just drawing two parallel lines and I'm going to blend it out well towards my eyebrow. And since I have a broad nose, I try to cut my nose from the bottom and the side as well. I'll be taking a detailed video about how to contour the nose in the future. Now using a blending brush, I am going to blend it out well so that there are no harsh lines again. Now using the pink or peach matte shade from the Freedom palette, I'm going to be applying blush on my apples. This palette is amazing guys, it has contour, highlight, blush, with highlighter, without highlighter, everything. So I think it's really great to carry this, especially during travel. Now using the highlighter from the same palette, I am highlighting my cheekbones. I will also be highlighting the bridge of my nose and a little bit my forehead. That's the area between the brows. That area will also be highlighted a little. For the lips, I'm going to be starting by outlining it with a nude lip pencil. This is from Gigi Hadid, the Maybelline new collection, and it is amazing. It is very cream based formula. So I just outline my lips and I'm going to be filling in my lips as well with the lip liner to make sure that my lipstick lasts really long. For lipstick, I have picked out a pink shade from the Huda collection, and this is really amazing guys. I like using pink in most of my looks, especially when it comes to an Indian wedding guest look. Pink, red, maroon are the common shades that will suit with all the ethnic wears and the jewelry you'll be carrying. So I am going with pink today. Now to work on my eyelashes, I start with the eyelash curler. I'm going to be curling my lashes. Later, of course, I'm going to be applying some mascara on it. This mascara is from Color Essence. And I'm going to be applying it in both my eyes, both in lower and upper lashes. now since it's a wedding guest look, I'm going to be applying some false lashes that's behind the camera. And to complete the look, I am of course gonna go ahead and apply a bindi. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you like this video. I request you to please subscribe my channel. Until my next video, bye bye, take care.